It's a little awkward to run through the town you were just attacking as your way of getting off the map, but they are also absolutely stuck behind Barbara the farmer. There's just nothing you can do. Look at her. She is a unit. Hello all and welcome back to the second episode of our Manor Lords series. We have a pretty exciting episode ahead of us today. First and foremost, we have a couple of quick things to get out of the way. We are only 2 plots away from getting to a large village and the next development point. I think we want to go ahead and take care of that, but we have some other large goals for the day. First, we want to go ahead and make sure that we are starting to actually take advantage of some of these other resources we have on the map, namely the stone deposit and the clay deposit and the iron deposit. Once we have those, we're also going to be able to go in and finally start construction on our manor, which I think is going to be really useful to us because it's going to give us some influence and it's going to give us the ability to start taxing and earning some revenue. At the same time, we also need to be ready for the bandit attack that is going to happen in just a handful of months from now. So we want to make sure we're buffing up our military, ready to fend off whatever sort of invasion comes our way. We can take a look around quickly too and see that the Baron has a handful of troops and he's going to go take care of some brigand outlaw camps. Now we want to make sure that we are also paying attention and making these sorts of moves because the more of these camps that he can get, the more influence that he's going to be able to take with him and the more parts of the map he's going to be able to claim. We don't want to let him necessarily do that. So before we really get started with anything else, I'm going to try and see if we can't rush over and take this camp before he actually gets his army over there. Well, this is going to be a little interesting. It's kind of a 3-way battle. What I'm hoping is maybe we can actually just sneak in and sort of grab the bandit camp as he engages. Yeah, that seems to have worked. Will we win this sprint? Yes, baby. Huge. I'm going to take this money and we're going to send it to the nearest town. But that is a pretty nifty little jump in to steal that from right out under his nose. Perfect. What a great start. So with that extra cash that we have now, I do want to pay attention to this 113 days remaining on the raiders coming near. Currently we have spear militia and archer militia, but I'd like to try and also get maybe some militia footmen or pole arms to sort of buff up what we have. And to be able to do that, we're gonna need to bring in some more types of military equipment. So we could go ahead and check our trading post. Go to the military tab and we could try to bring in some sidearms now for ourselves. The other way that we could maybe do this is if we could upgrade one of our buildings to level 2. Maybe it is worth just spending some of that money that we just got to bring in the supplies we need. So let's establish a trade route. Perfect. I'm going to say import, and this is going to be pretty costly, but I think I want, well, let's say 16 for now. Just to get something up and running. Equipment. They need sidearms and they could also use shields. Shields we might be able to deal with if we get a joiner's shop. Let's go ahead and do one of those. That will start producing shields for us. Okay, so it looks like currently what's holding us back right now is shields for our footmen. We have the small arms in already, which is great, but we are missing shields. Luckily, we are starting to produce some at our joiner's shop here. They are starting to build some shields for us. Hopefully they can get a handful more of those up Oh, just like that, we are going to be a large village. Amazing. So we're going to get another development point here. I think it might be worth exploring getting this deep mining since we have a rich deposit of stone in this province. But there are a couple of other nice ideas, especially because we have a lot of farming. I also use a fallow field as a pasture. Wow, that's kind of cool. Or bakeries to produce bread with twice the efficiency. Ooh. Heavy plow uses oxen. I do think that maybe leaning into the agriculture in this province could be fun. We have some really wonderful fertility here. Let's double down on that. Grab the heavy plow and then maybe get fertilization or bakeries. Okay, well, our adversaries are right on our border now, so let's go ahead and rally. The pathfinding through the towns really terrible. Too fatigued to. What are you too fatigued about? You haven't gone anywhere. Okay, well, we might be fighting this one a lot closer to home than I was expecting to, because I don't think these guys are gonna move fast enough to do anything else. We do have a little bit of a hill here to work with. Gonna be tricky because I don't know exactly where these guys are. They are just gonna sort of appear through the woods at some point. Alright, my bowmen seem to know. Alright, perfect. Well, here we go. This is the battle of our time. Here they all come. Those guys look like they're not. They look like they're in combat. I don't know how I feel about that. Did they, like, are they... Are they gonna attack us again? Did they just pull a... I'm not really sure. They're running. They're just running through my town. What is happening here? What's going on? Fight them! Okay, maybe they're running off the map. Yeah, sure. I think they're running off the map. It's a little awkward to run through the town you were just attacking as your way of getting off the map, but they are also absolutely stuck behind Barbara the farmer. There's just nothing you can do. Look at her. She is a unit. they can't get past her for nothing. And she is just slow walk. Well, okay. First of all, Barbara. I mean, like, I know that you're doing great work holding the bandits up, but you also have some fields to be working. Anyway, with 2 of our goals for the episode completed, getting to a large village and fighting off the bandits, we can turn our attention to a little bit of expansion. So first we have this large stone deposit. We're gonna need a stone cutter's pit near enough to it, and then we also need to put the clay mining pit right on top of it. Connect that up with the road. Let's see if we can just snake a road back up this hill that sort of connects to both. So I just recognized that by fighting off those bandits, we actually have gotten enough influence to press a claim on another region. And with the Baron making pretty quick work of a lot of the map, we are going to go ahead and claim a region with influence. We're going to take this one right below us. We're probably not going to do anything with it anytime soon, but I do think it makes a lot of sense for us to go ahead, just start to spread out a little bit so that he doesn't have absolutely everything. Bodies need burial. Villagers required to be buried on hallowed ground. Right. So probably need to assign somebody to the church. And then we are also going to need a corpse pit. Bandit camp was sighted. Right next to our new area. Very cool. And I assume his army is going to head right over there pretty immediately. Would make sense for us to go clear it as well. Maybe we should just run and do that. I think I'm even going to put another storehouse kind of closer over here to hold on to those goods so they don't have to travel all the way back up the hill. But we have a storehouse here that can serve the market. I want this one as sort of an intermediary. Let's get this storehouse situated. I only want it to accept stone, and stone is fine. It doesn't need planks. It doesn't need to hold any commodities or military. It also probably doesn't need to hold any crafting materials, except for clay. It can hold clay. No crops. Roof tiles eventually, sure. Blocks we don't even make. All right, good enough. I just really wanted to be grabbing that stuff. I do want to make sure, start getting this militia outfitted a little bit better. Currently, we don't really have any armor or anything. I want to start making sure that we're making that as well. Perfect. Good work, fellas. All right. Let's go grab the bandit camp. Check where his army is. His army's still pretty far away, so let's make a whole campaign out of this. We'll go grab the other bandit camp before we head home. Okay. Easy enough, and we will send that to town as well. Perfect. Super easy. You guys can sprint home. I don't care if you are tired. We have replenished our wealth, which is great. And we can actually go ahead and spend some of this. Go ahead. Get a vegetable garden. Get a vegetable garden. Let's get a vegetable garden. It's a little small, so let's say a chicken coop here and a chicken coop here. Perfect. I just want to make sure that we are absolutely settled for food. We are struggling right now, and I don't want that to be a problem. So I have gone ahead and actually moved a lot of our logging infrastructure just a little bit. We were over here. We've just moved it over here, kind of closer to this whole forest and everything. So we can open some space back here for some houses, but also because I wanted to go ahead and actually set something here. So let's turn all of these off right off the bat. But then we are going to say accept blanks and accept Timber, if we can find timber. Can I not accept timber here? Oh, here I thought I did something. That's very strange that I can't. So I can store logs here, and then they can store one, but I'd like the storehouse to also have the log. Where do the logs go then? I guess I can store firewood. That makes a bit of sense, but it's a little strange that I can't tell it to hold on to timber. I'm not quite sure about that. Because a lot of the holdup here is just getting things from the logging camp to the saw pit. And they don't seem to like to go grab it. Does this storehouse have logs in it? No. A lot of firewood, a lot of leather. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. Looks like harvesting season went pretty well. They've got just about everything cleared in 1 month, which is great. A bunch of wheat in here. Hopefully that will start getting sent over to the windmill. And yeah, they've got a whole bunch of barley coming in now, a whole bunch of wheat. This is really, really useful. Not sure why our effectiveness is so low compared to theirs here, but we do outnumber them, so not too worried. Keep on pushing. There we go. Easy enough. Let's go back to our bandit camp. I really just keep doing these because we're running out of money. We just can't find any way of exporting anything useful. I am going to take that money and pretty immediately turn around and establish a trade route for stone. Stone is not worth a lot, but I think it makes a lot of sense to just go ahead and sell some. Because we have almost 300. We can probably survive with a lot less than 300. Let's just sell some and move on from that. We also could probably sell small shields. Only need, we have 24 of 24. Yeah, so we can say military, small shields, export. We only need 24 of these for now. That's another thing that should keep bring in some money. So we have a blacksmith, we have a brewery, we have a tailor. I don't believe we have a cobbler. Then we should have most of the level 2 artisans. All right, well, I just claimed the final territory on the map here. And I can't say that it's a great idea. I think it makes the most sense now just to clean up what is left. And then we're going to really need to think about the fact that the Baron is going to be coming for us. Trader. Great. Give me 6 of them. I need so many. I think we just need a ton of oxens. I think that's what we need. Because these guys really need an ox. Oh, they have one. Look at him go. Oh, he's doing pretty well. Kind of doing a Zamboni thing. Where it feels like it would be more efficient to just go back and forth. That's fine. Maybe this will actually get harvested. Problem is my planks are getting used up way too quickly. So perhaps we should just double up on the logging and saw pit. Enough stable space, need some more hitching posts. Can do. Some lives. No, an animal ran away. I said build the hitching post. Highest priority. I should have plenty of space now. Let's just build some hitching posts, I guess. Nice little hitching post behind the tavern. I think that works. Highest priority on the hitching posts, because apparently that's where we're struggling. How are we? Oh, we have planks. And finally, we can go ahead and complete our final goal for the day, which is to set up our manor. I think right around here is going to make the most sense. There's a little bit of a forest behind us, so we don't quite get the hill, but I think of all of the locations that we could put it on that are still inside the correct territory here. It'd either be in this spot or over here. And I think this is just separated enough that it will be pretty good. So let's plop that down. And I would like to go ahead and create a retinue. You can only have one of those. Tax office is only for fun, and walls and gates, towers. So you need the towers, I believe, to sort of expand this area here. Let's just commit like this. Well, let's get this built up and see what happens. Still need another hitching post. How am I down? How do I not have enough hitching posts? I'm really confused by that, actually. Upgrade that one to a stable, maybe. Surely we have enough. Well, we neglected our fuel sources in order to do it, but we have, in fact, gotten our manor, which is pretty amazing. We could go ahead and tithe in order to get some influence, percentage of surplus food that's given in return for influence, or we can collect a little bit of money for treasury. It says a predicted loss of 8. We're at 96 approval. I think we could probably deal with that for a little bit. I would like to build up the treasury just a little bit. See what we can do from there, especially about getting our retinue up running. Could have sworn we had a lot more wheat than that. But we have 119 grain, which is being turned into flour. Okay, so we do have food. It's just slow to get there. But all in all, that is going to be where we leave it. We are sort of on the precipice in terms of crucial food and fuel supplies, so we will want to get that settled for next time. But we had quite an elaborate episode today, and we got through all of our goals. We were able to build our manor. We were able to get our stone and clay deposits running. We were able to fight off the bandits. We were able to upgrade ourselves to the next large village. So we have done quite a bit in this one, but we still have a long way to go before we are ready to A, fight the Baron, and B, start really making use of these other territories that we have. So if you would like to see that, make sure to leave a like or a comment on the video. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.